Mid-American Energy and you, together partnering to change the energy landscape by pioneering money-saving, energy efficiency programs and building a new industry in Iowa, wind energy, all while keeping your rates low. So what's next? We'll keep delivering cost-effective energy efficiency programs while putting money back in your pocket. That's right. You decide how best to spend your savings. That's a partnership good for you, good for the environment, and good for Iowa. Another way we're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
College, we've got you covered. Safe, affordable, health conscious. Our tuition is less than $20,000 a year, and scholarships are available. Make your best decision ever and apply today.
To some, this is just a ball. To Iowa Farm Bureau, it's much more. It's opportunity for small-town kids to make it big. It's our youth, our community leaders, our past, our future. It's hopes and dreams, passion and pride. To Iowa Farm Bureau, this is the reason we work so hard. This is Iowa. Iowa Farm Bureau. People, progress, and pride.
Good morning and welcome to Wells Fargo Arena in Des Moines. It's the Girls State Basketball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau. I'm Dar Danielson alongside Jamie Steyer today as we bring you a matchup between the 4 and 5 seed Southeast Polk and Ankeny Centennial here on the Girls Union Network powered by Mid-American Energy. And we have one game already in the books in the opener, a rare 9 a.m. start, but Waukee didn't bother them. They were up and firing threes, and they downed Dowling Catholic 60-37 in the first round, in the first matchup of the morning. And Jamie, these 4-5 games are usually the ones you see a little bit tighter because that seeding is based on how they did, and usually those teams a little more closely matched sometimes. So I'm expecting a good battle out of these two here today.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, they're two teams that they've got a lot of composure. They're teams that have been playing at a really high level all season, but you know that they're going to be ready. They play a little bit different styles. I know that ideally Southeast Polk would like to be able to push the pace a little bit. Centennial's going to want to hang back, try and slow it down some, but it's going to be kind of a battle of who gets to kind of dictate the way the game goes, but I'm thinking it should be really a heck of a game.
Let's take a look here at the road to state for these two teams and how they got here. For the Southeast Polk Rams, 15-3, they defeated Sioux City East in the Region 4 matchup. The 15 state tournament appearance, they won in 2013. For Ankeny, Centennial Jaguars, they're 15-2. Scott Young is their coach. They defeated Des Moines Roosevelt. It's their third state tournament appearance as the new school in Ankeny, and they do have a title in 2016. So both these teams have had some success. Both these coaches, veteran coaches who know what it's like to win a state tournament, and so it should be an interesting matchup here today. And you talked about it, coaching, when it comes down to these two teams that are this tightly matched in personnel, the coaching, what you do and how you adjust, it could be a big thing.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, coming out, I know that they'll have pretty specific game plans, but the really cool thing when you have coaches of this caliber is when you go into halftime, we could be seeing a completely different game there in the second half because they can make those halftime adjustments. They can see what's going well, what's not going well. And so it'll be really interesting. It's kind of a chess match when you've got this talented of a coaching staff and obviously the players as well.
All right, we'll talk more about that, the matchups here. When we come back, we'll have our Cougar Seeds for success. We'll have your starting lineups as we get set for tip-off at the 2021 Girls State Basketball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.
We might not always know what the day will bring, but some things are certain. The sun will rise and your lights will go on. That's because at MidAmerican Energy, we're obsessively, relentlessly committed to providing you energy when and where you need it, to connecting with you and keeping our communities safe and strong. Because the most important thing we put our energy into is you. We're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
And that's halftime, folks. I'm Gus Johnson, and it looks like the Clarks are starving. Over to Dad.
He goes for the Casey's app.
2 handmade pizzas.
Incredible! Casey's curbside pickup. What a play! Bringing it home. Boom! He scores with Casey's Pizza. Order any large Casey's pizza. Score another for just $5.99.
Casey's for the win.
You're watching the girls' state basketball tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau. Dar Danielson here along with Jamie Steyer. And time now to talk about our keys to success, brought to you by Kruger Seeds. And you've talked to both the coaches here, Jamie. Let's talk about the keys for them here today.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Southeast Polk, for their part, they really want to push the pace. They want to run on offense. And they really want to secure rebounds. They feel like Ankeny Centennial does have really strong offensive rebounding potential, especially if they can keep them off the boards. That's going to be a really good way for them to come out victorious today. For Centennial's part, they really want to slow down the pace. They want to keep it a little bit slower. They want to be able to take a really good shot every possession, not force it. And then they really want to take care of the ball, whether that means being able to, like I said, kind of extend those possessions, take the good shots. They just want to make sure that they're not having any unforced errors there.
So it's a matter of who can control the tempo, sounds like.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Those are your seeds to success, brought to you by Kruger Seeds. The next time you're in need of corn or soybean seed, give your local Kruger Seeds dealer a call. Kruger Seeds, first-class seed, first-name service. Learn more at KrugerSeed.com. Well, clock winding down. We're getting close to starting lineups here. We'll have all that for you coming up here in just a second. You're watching the Girls State Basketball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Digital Network, powered by MidAmerican Energy.
You are my favorite place to go. You're at the end of my favorite.
You work hard to feed them well. That's why at Fairway, we work hard to give you the freshest produce, the highest quality meat, and the most affordable prices.
I got it.
Fairway Meat and Grocery. It's what we're all about.
Welcome back to the Iowa Girls State Basketball Tournament presented by MidAmerican Energy. Fans, the Iowa Bankers Association is proud to help students reach their goals, both financially and educationally. That's why they are honored to provide 5 student athletes from this year's basketball tournament with $1,000 scholarships. Follow their Facebook page, facebook.com/Iowa Bankers, to see the winners of the scholarships today. And a couple of players, Dar Danielson along with Jamie Steyer, that we'll be watching is Grace Larkins is kind of the engine that runs the Southeast Polk offense, and Maggie Phipps is transferred in and fit right in here with Ankeny Centennial. So a couple of outstanding senior players we'll see here today on the floor.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they're incredibly talented. They put up all sorts of points. They're great teammates. They're pretty incredible.
Now let's go to our PA announcer, Tim Fitzpatrick.
Featuring the visiting team, the Ankeny Centennial Jaguars, and the home team, the Southeast Polk Rams. Fans, tradition is an important part of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union's storied history. Because our past is an integral part of what we do today, we ask that everyone in attendance please join in a round of applause to show our appreciation to all the women who have participated in high school athletics in Iowa. Once an Iowa girl, always an Iowa girl. Fans, at this time, the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union and the Iowa Farm Bureau would like to recognize the outstanding sportsmanship shown by Ankeny Centennial High School and Southeast Polk High School. In recognition of the importance of good sportsmanship, each state qualifying school was asked to nominate a spectator who represents their school and community in a sportsmanlike manner. Maddie Schultz, a member of the IGHSAU Student Athlete Advisory Committee, will present each nominee with a certificate of recognition and a $250 check payable to their school's scholarship fund. Please join us in honoring these individuals whose decorum and respect for others serves as a model for all spectators attending interscholastic events. From Ankeny Centennial High School, Andy Nielsen. And from Southeast Polk High School, Terry Peterson.
The Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union encourages positive behavior, pride, respect, leadership, and sportsmanship on the court and in the stands.
Remember what a great privilege it is to see your team compete. Thank you for your attendance and enjoy the game.
And enjoy the game.
And enjoy the game.
We'd like to remind you to please keep our athletes on the court. Please keep your mask on and keep your distance while attending this year's tournament. Thank you. Fans, it's now time to introduce the players in today's 5A quarterfinal matchup. First of all, here are your non-starters and assistant coaches for the visiting team, the Ankeny Centennial Jaguars. Number 4, Nyla Say. Number 11, McKenna Clark. Number 12, Olivia Anderson. Number 21, Ella Becker. Number 24, Lizzie Strom. And number 25, Cleo Murray. Your assistant coaches, David Runchie, Andy Fain, and Rachel Hinders. And now here are your non-starters and assistant coaches for the home team from Southeast Polk. Number 2, J.C. Mitchell. Number 12, Grace Rosenboom. Number 14, Anna Van Kooten. Number 20, Tricia Veldhuisen. Number 24, Stella Charleston. Number 30, Ashlyn Williams. Number 32, Izzy McCool. Number 34, Eva Solseth. And number 44, Cadence Williams. Your assistant coaches, Emily Zelak, James Reth, Joel Van Kooten, and Chuck Engel. And now, I'd like to introduce your starters for today's 5A quarterfinal. For Ankeny Centennial, a 5'8" senior, number 2, Bella Robin. For Southeast Polk, a 5'6" senior, number 4, J.C. Elliott. For Centennial, a 5'5" sophomore, number 10, Avery Porter. For Southeast Polk, a 5'11" senior, number 10, Grace Larkins. For the Jaguars, a 5'11" senior, number 15, Jackie Pippett. For the Rams, a 6' sophomore, number 22, Brooklyn Daly. For the Jaguars, a 5'11 senior, number 23, Maggie Phipps. For the Rams, a 5'10 senior, number 40, Riley Cruzy. And for Centennial, a 5'10 junior, number 40, Ellie Street. And for the Rams, a 6' junior, number 42, Brooke Woodyard. Head coach for Centennial, Scott DeYoung. And for Southeast Polk, Tracy Daly. Now, ladies and gentlemen, please turn your attention to in front of the scorer's table. Our officials assigned to this game by the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union, Mr. Ben Hauge, Mr. Todd Thompson, and Mr. Kurt Walderbach. All right, who's ready for tournament basketball?
And before we begin today's game, we'd like to once again thank the Iowa Farm Bureau, proud title sponsor, the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union, for their support. The Iowa Farm Bureau has an office located in each county across Iowa, and we'd like to thank the offices listed on your screen for their support of the two teams playing in our game today. Thank you, Iowa Farm Bureau, for supporting the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union and the Iowa Girl. Okay, I'm ready for basketball. You, Jamie?
Oh, I've been ready all day.
Yeah, I have to. I woke up this morning ready to go. That's the waiting is the hardest part for the teams and everybody when you get down here to the state tournament. And the first few minutes, sometimes there's a little jitters, there's a few nerves, and I think it's how you react after that, as you saw the starting lineups there on the screen. And the tip is knocked around and pulled out of there by Larkins for Southeast Polk. Riley Cruzy with it up top. Looks like man-to-man for Ankeny Centennial. Cruzy over to Daly. They get it off, back over, looked at the three. Now kick it out to Daly. Larson's drives to Daly. Daly pulls up for three. Good.
That's not a lot of nerve showing there, Dar. That's quite a shot.
Good patience and ball movement too, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
Coach's daughter there gets him started. Inside, up and good.
And there's Centennial just getting exactly the kind of shot that they want. That's a great cut and a great find.
So Pitts with the shot there, and it's 3-2 early going here. And Elliott with it. She'll come across the top, gets it over to Daly. They look inside, now to Larkins, excuse me. Up to Elliott, and it bounces through.
And there, the Rams showing really good composure and a lot of patience, not pushing it quite as much as we thought.
Here's Centennial. Across the top. Ellie Street gets it to Porter. There's Robin. Now across to Phipps. Phipps will drive through. Bounce pass underneath. It's kicked, though. Nice little soccer move by Brooke Woodyard there.
Stops the stop there. I know that the Jaguars are really looking to get it inside, but just haven't quite had that open lane yet.
It's been kind of clogged in there, hasn't it, in the early going. Out to Phipps. She dribbles across, pull up, short, rebound off to Cruzy. All the way down, up and good.
And there's pushing the pace like we were expecting.
Brooklyn Daly with it, and it's a 7-2 early 5-point lead here for Southeast Polk. Centennial on the drive, kicks it, baseline jumper up, no good. Rebound, Larkins battles for it, pulls it out of there. Off the miss by Pippett. Here's Cruzy for three, good, rattles it home. Riley Cruzy. Timeout call, a 30-second timeout by Scott DeYoung. So we talked about pace, Southeast Polk, when you talked about the boards. They got the boards. They're kicking it up the floor quickly.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Centennial's been there on the offensive boards, but Southeast Polk has been able to secure them. And the second that they've got it, man, they are pushing the pace. They're out there. That was a deep three, but when you're open, you're open.
Riley Cruzy, a key game for them was against your alma mater, Ames High. It was an overtime. And she got fouled on a three-point play, hit the three, then calmly stepped to the line, hit the free throw for the go-ahead point. That was her first points of the game. And I think that's what you see with all these players down here. They can shoot and miss, but they're ready to come right back at it if they do.
Absolutely.
Phipps with it, gets over the right side. Now inside they go. Triple team there, and it's knocked out of the hands of Pippett.
And again, you see the Rams are aware that the Jaguars want to go down to the post, and they're ready to collapse and not let them get an easy shot.
Pippett takes it on the side, gets it to Phipps. She'll dribble through, now back to Pippett. Baseline over Daly, and they're going to call a late push on Daly, I believe.
It's a great post feed there by Phipps, just recognizing she had a little bit of extra defense on her and getting that lob down there.
Phipps hits the free throw, 67% free throw shooter, although she has only shot 3 of them on the season. And that's the thing, some of these stats are a little bit different because there just hasn't been the volume of games this year, but she hits both of those and ends what had been a 7-0 run by Southeast Polk. Here come the Rams back the other way with a 6-point lead. Inside, Larkins up, no good. Didn't quite have time to gather and put it up. And then on the defense going back the other way, it goes to Southeast Polk.
Yeah, a little bit of the full court pressure there. I think that Southeast Polk caught Centennial a little bit off guard and just wasn't quite ready to have to set up a press break there.
And our man Randy was ready to protect the computer screen over here courtside, so he's limber and ready to go too for the tournament. Here's a drive, the kick out to Daly, gets it to Larkin. She comes off that screen. Now they'll rotate it over to Solseth, who's now in the game for Southeast Polk for an IMT insurance substitution. Daly for 3, no good, short. Larkin's rebound, put back up and fouled by Pippett.
And there's Southeast Polk. They're doing what they were worried about having done to them. They're staying ready for the offensive rebound, securing it and going right back at the hoop. But offensive rebound is the best time to get a putback because they're just not setting defense yet.
Larkins with the free throw. She's sitting 84% from the line. Her first points of the day. Gets the second one. She's leading scorer for them, averaging 18. And here we go, back the other way. Lead back up to 8 for Southeast Polk. Biggest lead of the ball game so far. Knocked away by Cruzy. Can she run it down? And she can't, and it'll go to Centennial. But good jump in the lane on defense there.
Yeah, and keeps them out of their set offense, makes them have to set back up again.
Over the right side street. Now inside, up and off. No good. Just rolled out of there, but by Pippett. But they get the rebound. They'll get the ball back as it went off of Southeast Polk on the rebound.
And strong defense by Brooke Woodyard down there. I mean, she was ready. She wasn't going to let any easy layups go up over her.
Avery Porter triggers it in. Baseline up and under. No good. Rebound to Cruzy off the miss by Street. Here comes Southeast Polk. Larkins dishes it outside. Baseline and a travel call as Woodyard tried to run the baseline there. Lizzie Strom in for Centennial on an IMT insurance substitution. Brought to you by IMT Insurance. Learn how to be worry-free with IMT at IMTINS.com. Here's Centennial. Early going here, halfway through the first quarter. Trailing by 8. Good cut under the basket. Up Pippett, a little hard. Rebound back up the other side. No good. Battle for it. And Southeast Polk comes away with it. Nyla Say, that's J.C. Elliott with it. Cruzy comes in for Daly.
Once again, we see the Rams out pushing the pace. Gave up the one offensive rebound, but secured the second. Didn't give up the second chance points.
Send it in long. Now over to Cruzy. She'll launch the 3. It's short. Rebound battled for over there. And going down is Pippett. She goes to the floor and gets it, and then a foul will be called on Larkins with the reach in. Her first, team second.
And you can tell that the Rams are really feeding off this energy of getting so many stops consecutively. For Centennial's part, if they can hit a shot, they're right back in it.
Yeah, it's a lot of back and forth, but they haven't extended the lead much. There's a steal out front. Larkins, she'll go coast to coast, up and draws the foul against Street. Her first, team second. And sends Larkin back to the free throw line. Larkins, she's got 3 of 3 from the line here. Daly comes back in, and Anderson in for Centennial for an IMT Insurance substitution. Larkins back to the line. And Larkins will get one more here. Second one is away and right through. She's got 4 points. And the lead up to 10 here early for Southeast Polk. Inside, knocked around. You get back outside. You had an open look there. Did Strom, but decided not to shoot it. Gets it to Phipps. She'll dribble across. Throws it up high. Now down low they go. Good pass up, and way to battle through is Olivia Anderson.
Wow, I mean, that's a great catch, and then to be able to muscle that back up, that's a really big move.
Down the lane, Cruzy up, no good. Rebound comes off to Centennial. They'll push it the other way. Strom up ahead, and couldn't quite pull it in as Murray, so they'll have to reset it. Phipps gets it. Crosses over Cruzy, but loses the handle. Then Larkins comes out of the mix with it. Here's Cruzy. Right side three. Rolls around and out of the cylinder for Elliott, excuse me.
Hit about every piece of the rim there.
A whole 360 around and out. Lob inside again, and then it's tapped away by Southeast Polk. As you know, that lob is not as easy as it looks.
No, certainly not easy to throw, not easy to catch.
And that cross the lane pass is the best one to make either. So both these teams kind of, as you see, early going state tournament, feeling each other out. They did not play during the regular season. Here's a jumper to lane. Phipps, no good, rolls off, and that'll go to Southeast Polk.
And that's a shot that Maggie Phipps seems to really like. So for her to miss that, not extremely common. I mean, Centennial loves to have that shot available.
Solset back in for Centennial on an IMT Insurance substitution. Learn how you can be worry-free at imtins.com. Here's Larkin. She'll take it across the top there. Gets a little screen. Down the lane, kicks back. And a travel. Quick shuffle by Elliott. I've seen a lot of those calls this year. The point of emphasis, when you gather, if you move those feet, they're going to call that travel on you.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's tough because you're wanting to move and you move a little too fast.
And you're trying to think, am I at 3-point range or do I have? Up top with it is Strong. Hands it off to Street. Tried to bounce pass it inside. They do get it out of there. Anderson. Now on the drive. Goes baseline. Gets trapped down there. Tries the backdoor pass, and it had a couple players going for it there.
That's so close to a really, really great play. Just a little bit too much traffic down low, but a great drive.
And if she could have got a little more on the pass, maybe it bounces into the hands of a teammate. But, again, good defense by Southeast Polk. Out front with it, Solseth. Larkins gets it, tells her to move by, and gets it off, rotated around. Down the lane with the drive up, blocked. And I think it was Anderson got a piece of that. She's on the other end of it here, stops, and puts it in.
And that's taking advantage, getting it out. That was a really great outlet pass to push the pace there by Centennial.
16 seconds to go here. Larkins with it. Kick it out. They're rotated over. Elliott now inside Larkins. Up and under. Leaves it short. Trying to get the rebound. Pulled down by Anderson. Will they be able to get a shot off up the floor? I don't think she saw the time. Shot is off late. And that's the end of the first period. You're watching the Girls State Basketball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
Mid-American Energy and you, together partnering to change the energy landscape by pioneering money-saving, energy efficiency programs and building a new industry in Iowa, wind energy, all while keeping your rates low. So what's next? We'll keep delivering cost-effective energy efficiency programs while putting money back in your pocket. That's right. You decide how best to spend your savings. That's a partnership good for you, good for the environment, and good for Iowa. Another way we're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Des Moines. The yeses are silent. The fun is always loud. And now it's easy to plan your Des Moines adventure. Introducing the Catch List. A list of all things you can't miss. All the thrills, all the chills, hops and drops. Des Moines is a city of love that'll put a smile on your face. It's easy to picture yourself here. Find your adventure at catchdesmoines.com/catchlist today.
At Central College, we've got you covered. Safe, affordable, health conscious. Our tuition is less than $20,000 a year, and scholarships are available. Make your best decision ever and apply today.
Back at the Girls State Basketball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau. Hey fans, Central College has a tuition price less than $20,000. That means the college experience that opens doors for a lifetime is now more affordable than ever, and scholarships are still available. Apply today at central.edu. Dar Danielson, Jamie Steyer here as Southeast Polk leading early going. Centennial starts the second quarter with the ball. That's Phipps. Gets it over to McKenna Clark. Now back up to Phipps. And Larkins pokes it away. Phipps runs it down. Pull-up jumper, no good. Battle inside. And Centennial comes away with it. Phipps for three. Rolls out, no good. And J.C. Elliott comes away with it. So far, Southeast Polk winning the battle with the boards here, Jamie.
Yeah, I mean, and Jaguars are getting good looks, just can't get them to fall.
Inside to Larkins. She draws the foul. Let's see. That'll go against Bella Robin, her first. Just the third team foul. We'll send Larkins to the free throw line where she's been there all day so far.
And the Rams will take that any day.
Yeah.
I mean, Larkins is a terrific free throw shooter.
6 of 6 here, comes in shooting 84%. Yeah. Up top, Bella Robin. Over to Phipps. They've been keeping a pretty close eye on Phipps, not letting her get many open looks, have they? Clark. Phipps trying to fight through. Across the top to Robin. Far side. Porter back up top to Anderson. Long possession here for Centennial, trying to find an opening. Down the lane, cuts through, up and off a little short. Rebound battled for, and finally, J.C. Elliott comes away with it. Brooke Woodward, though, kept it alive. There's Woodward down the other way. Turns, spins, up, no good. And the rebound will go out to Centennial.
And the Jaguars have been doing a good job getting back on defense in really tough positions there. They're getting caught a little bit out because they're trying to offensive rebound so hard, but a really big stop there on D.
Jackie Pippett back in for an IMT insurance substitution. Learn how you can be worry-free at imtins.com. Over to Phipps. Up top to Pippett. Larkins almost stepped through again there on defense against McKenna Clark. Porter. Good tight man-to-man defense. Phipps now finds a lane, down, up, and good. Boy, she finds the opening. She exploits it quickly, doesn't she?
Yeah, all she needs is just a sliver of daylight, and she is to the hoop.
Lead down to 6 for Southeast Polk. Daly. Now Cruzy with it. Directing a little traffic there, trying to get some movement going. Now Larkins will take it over. She's also setting him up. Here's Elliott. Cruzy for three, a deep one, good!
I mean, that was behind the NBA line. That was incredible. I mean, that's supreme confidence.
Riley Cruzy with her second three here. And then a foul inside, going back the other way. Brooke Woodyard with her first personal, just the team third. So we've only seen 6 fouls here. It's been a pretty well-played game, but it's not like it's super rough in there either. I mean, there's a end to Pippett up and good, no good. She'll get the free throws.
But yeah, to your point, Dar, I mean, they've played a clean game. It's just been pretty fast-paced, really solid defense, but not a lot of fouls, and it's why I think we've been seeing just so much action.
Pippett pops the free throw, gets her first points of the day. 48% free throw shooter. Free throw is good.
Centennial loves that they're getting a little bit more post-production. They're finally able to find her down there.
Well, here comes Larkin. She'll bring it up for the Rams. Both teams playing tight man-to-man. Off the screen, Phipps picked up Larkin's. Now baseline jumper. Good! That's a three. Charleston. One thing I've noticed, Southeast Polk and a lot of these teams, girls can come off the bench and they're not afraid to put up the three as soon as they come off the bench. There's a miss by Phipps.
No, they're always ready for that opportunity, especially on a big stage.
There's Daly. Larkins rotated around, now gets it back. Cruzy. Larkins. Daly will spin. Back up and under. Good! How did she get through the defense there?
I mean, she barely did. She kind of flipped it up over, but she's got long arms and a really great move.
12-point lead now, the biggest here of the game for Southeast Polk. Centennial long three, no good. And, wow, the rebound comes off to Phipps. Off no good, and a battle for it. It'll go to Southeast Polk. And that time, Solseth kind of had her back to the basket, and she didn't even know the rebound came off, and Phipps got it. And a little uncharacteristic, she missed that shot on the drive.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough because when you're guarding a player like Phipps, you almost have to be more aware of her than the ball. But really tough miss there. A great take.
A little pressure, but they drive all the way through it, and then they'll draw the foul is Brooke Woodyard. Bella Robin, her second, the 4th team foul. Woodyard to the free throw line, shooting 69% and hits the first one. That's her first point of the day.
The momentum's kind of been swinging back and forth. Really started out all Southeast Polk. Centennial, a little bit of a push there at the end of the first quarter into the second. Now, really, Southeast Polk taking back control of the game here. We'll see what happens in the last few minutes before half.
Seems like Centennial's having to work really hard for their shots, aren't they? And then they aren't getting many second chances. Phipps across the top. Back over to her. She drives, back in, goes down, but she traveled that time. She couldn't quite, lost her balance, and I don't know if that was a little bit of pulling the chair out from under her defender there.
I mean, Southeast Polk has been playing such strong defense. You really can't bounce off of them like you would.
And Southeast Polk, Tracy Daly wants a timeout. We'll take a break here. You're watching the Girls State Basketball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
Mid-American Energy and you, together partnering to change the energy landscape by pioneering money-saving, energy efficiency programs and building a new industry in Iowa, wind energy, all while keeping your rates low. So what's next? We'll keep delivering cost-effective energy efficiency programs while putting money back in your pocket. That's right. You decide how best to spend your savings. That's a partnership good for you, good for the environment, and good for Iowa. Another way we're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
At the Girls State Basketball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau and the Girls Union Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy. Dar Danielson and Jamie Steyer. And observations here with 3:11 to go in the first half. Jamie, what do we...
Well, Southeast Polk has been able to maintain a lead the entire time. Centennial made really a push after getting down early there at the end of the first quarter. But Southeast Polk been able to withstand the storm, been able to play really great defense, making the Jaguars work really hard for every shot, and for their part on offense, really effective.
And not giving many second chance shots, are they?
Certainly not.
Southeast Polk. Here come the Rams with the ball. Larkins dribbles in. Over to the corner. Drive up and no good. The miss by Woodyard. Here comes Centennial with a chance. Now, 14 points, the largest lead. Strom with it inside, up and good by Pippett. And that's what they've been looking to that post, but haven't been able to get it in there too much.
Yeah, finally able to get a pin without being fronted, and that makes the move a heck of a lot easier.
26-14, 12-point lead for the Rams with the ball. There's a three, short, but comes right down and looked like Woodyard had it, but Pippett stepped right in there and got it. Now Centennial pushing the pace back the other way. On the drive, crossover and up. And Ella Street attacking the defense and drawing the foul.
Yeah, I mean, that was a really nice move. She recognized that there was a little bit of space going to the middle, had to cross over and put up the shot. Didn't end up completing the three-point play, but to draw that foul and get sent to the line, really nice move.
And one of the things I saw with Southeast Polk in the later season games they had a little bit of trouble with foul trouble, but today they seem to be playing pretty good straight-up defense and not picking up those cheap fouls where they reach in as Street gets a second free throw. And it's 26-15. Coming up on 2 minutes to play, first half. Rams have a double stack there at the free throw line to get it outside. Now over to Cruzy. Daly, they rotate it over to Elliott. Back up top, Cruzy. Solseth, she'll drive the lane, puts it up, no good. Rebound pulled out of there by Daly. She kicks it outside to Elliott. And knocked away, and it'll go to Centennial. Good defense there by Lizzie Strom to poke that away.
Yeah, really good recovery there, because after giving up that offensive rebound, you really want to get that ball back. You got to push here to end the half.
Yeah, you need a big run here at the end of the half. You could cut it down below double digits here. Mm-hmm. Into Pippett on the lob. Daly was on her, and it comes out of there. Now, who's going to pick it up? They finally do. And Cruzy will bring it up. Larkins getting a rest on the bench right now for Southeast Polk. Up top with it to Elliott. Charleston looking. Gets it over. Solseth. Now to Daly. Daly hands it off to Cruzy. They're moving around, not poked away. Right toward us here.
I mean, especially at the end of the half, you don't want to give up the last minute and 10 seconds if you can help it. So definitely got to start getting aggressive, run through those passing lanes, try and get a turnover and give yourselves a chance to score at least one more bucket.
Larkins back in for the Rams. Anderson back in for the Jaguars. And an IMT Insurance substitution here. There's Larkins with the ball. Down on the post. Up and through, hits the bottom of the basket, but gets her own rebound. Back to Cruzy for three. No good. Tapped out of there, but Daly runs it down, and then the foul is called.
Well, that's where I'm thinking that Coach DeYoung is saying go up and secure the rebound. Don't try and tip it out for the run out. You've got time to dribble the ball up. You've got 30 seconds. Secure the rebound first.
Yeah, they might have been thinking there was less time than there was because they tapped it out.
Hard to track, yeah.
Daly was heads up and got a hand on it and then got through the foul. Just the 15 foul, rather. There's a long ball that misses. And quickly back the other way, Strom. She'll take it coast to coast and gets blocked by Cruzy out of bounds.
Wow. I mean, outran several defenders there pushing the ball up the court, but not all of them. Definitely a really good heads-up play, being ready for the ball, coming right at her there in a nice
see the replay here.
block.
Cruzy comes in and Slap got all ball inside to Phipps. for the bucket. So now 6 seconds to play. 4, 3, Cruzy gets it inside. They're going to get a shot off? No, they will not get a shot off here. And it'll be a 9-point lead for Southeast Polk heading to the break. We'll take a break here. You're watching the Girls State Basketball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
We might not always know what the day will bring, but some things are certain. The sun will rise and your lights will go on. That's because at MidAmerican Energy, we're obsessively, relentlessly committed to providing you energy when and where you need it, to connecting with you and keeping our communities safe and strong. Because the most important thing we put our energy into is you. We're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
The Iowa Farm Bureau is proud to present this amazing state tournament and celebrate the accomplishments of Iowa's top teams and student athletes. To the Iowa Farm Bureau, this is more than just a sport. It's a chance for a small town kid to make it big. It's our future leaders. It's a reason to do more, to be more. And it's that farm strong spirit that can be found only in Iowa. Congratulations to the student athletes, the coaches on a successful year. And remember, the task ahead of you is never greater than the strength within you.
I hear you're looking for a great college where you can get an affordable education. SWIC is the place for you.
I appreciate the personalized attention.
And I've gotten to meet people from all around the world.
SWIC student housing is incredible.
I like SWIC's hands-on training.
And I'll start my career in 2 years.
I can schedule my classes online or face-to-face.
SWIC feels like a community, like family,
like home. SWIC is a place for you.
In Iowa, we all play by the same rules. Hard work pays off, practice makes perfect, success is something you earn, and teamwork helps us all be winners. The Iowa Pork Producers Association is proud to support statewide high school athletics. Because on our team and on yours, what we bring to the table is what brings us all together. Learn more about our commitment to Iowa at iowapork.org.
At the Girls State Basketball Tournament, presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau, Dar Danielson, Jamie Steyer at halftime. Southeast Polk leading 26-17. They build a 6-point lead after the first quarter, and Jamie just seems like dominating the boards, getting the ball out has been a key for Southeast Polk here.
Yeah, absolutely. They've been doing a really great job on defensive rebounding, not giving up second chance points, and then for their part getting some nice second chance points themselves, but just playing really, really hard.
Maggie Phipps with 8 here to lead Centennial, but Riley Cruzy, she come up big so far. She averages 6 points. She's got 6 already with 2 big threes early in this ball game.
Yeah, I mean, her shots have been huge at really key times and looks really confident shooting it. So, I mean, especially having that extra option to take a little pressure off Phipps really helps.
And now we'd like to take a moment to once again thank our title sponsor, Iowa Farm Bureau, for their support of the state basketball tournament. Earlier this week, Tom Florian of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union had the opportunity to sit down with Iowa Farm Bureau President Craig Hill for an interview, learning more about Iowa Farm Bureau's support of the Girls High School Athletic Union and student athletes across the state.
And we'd like to welcome you into the halftime show. I'm Tom Florian with the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. We hope you've enjoyed the first half of action here at today's game. The Iowa Girls State Basketball Tournament here now in its 102nd edition in Des Moines, a great event for the state of Iowa. And we here at the Girls Union are so thankful for those who support us in putting on this fantastic event, none of which are more important and great as Iowa Farm Bureau, our proud title sponsor. Joining me now here at halftime is President of Iowa Farm Bureau, Craig Hill. Craig, good to see you.
Good to see you, Tom.
Well, thank you so much for joining us here. We want to tell the viewers about Iowa Farm Bureau and the support that you provide to the Iowa Girls Union. My first question to you would be, why does the Iowa Farm Bureau invest and support the Iowa Girls Athletic Union?
Oh, well, Tom, the Iowa Farm Bureau has been the title sponsor of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union now for 16 years. And we're thrilled, once again, to be a part of what we consider to be the best girls' state tournament in the country. And it does showcase Iowa's elite teams, our elite players, and I would suggest our elite fans as well. but we recognize the pandemic. It has certainly made the trip to qualify for this tournament just a little bit more challenging. And, I would suggest that it's also a testament to the ability of our student athletes to adapt and to persist through these tough times. So we're just so proud of these student athletes.
And you mentioned the student athletes and how they've grown and persevered through this challenging year. Talk about why Iowa Farm Bureau is so invested in supporting Iowa's youth.
Oh, well, Tom, I'm a farmer, but I've always said that our kids here in Iowa are our most important crop. And that's why the Iowa Farm Bureau provides just over $250,000 in scholarships to students each and every year. More than $450,000 over the last 8 years for Iowa's teachers in terms of classroom supplies, as well as our sponsorship of 4-H and FFA and many other youth organizations, but of course, the Governor's Scholar Program. And we recognize academic students academics and students in Iowa through that program.
And you mentioned recognizing and providing recognition and scholarship opportunities for youth in Iowa. But these student athletes here on the court today, they're actually taking home some other types of souvenirs, if you will, from the state tournament. Talk to us a little bit about that.
Well, each player will receive a signature ball, a basketball that coaches and players can sign. Everyone can keep as a keepsake and kind of a reminder of what the journey has been to get them here to the state tournament. So it's an opportunity for us to provide some good memories. And keep that keepsake in front of them as they go on as being leaders in Iowa in our communities.
A cool keepsake, most definitely. Well, Craig, we are out of time here at halftime, but I want to thank you again for your support of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union and everything that you do. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Tom.
Mid-American Energy and you, together partnering to change the energy landscape by pioneering money-saving, energy efficiency programs and building a new industry in Iowa, wind energy, all while keeping your rates low. So what's next? We'll keep delivering cost-effective energy efficiency programs while putting money back in your pocket. That's right. You decide how best to spend your savings. That's a partnership good for you, good for the environment, and good for Iowa. Another way we're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
They say that imitation is the sincerest form of flattery. Maybe that's why scientists are trying to recreate real meat. Trying to duplicate the taste and texture, often using more than 20 ingredients. But why tamper with what Mother Nature already perfected? A more complete, high-quality protein, Iowa raised meat is the original health food, with 9 essential amino acids necessary for the human diet. Nutrients that are hard to get from plant-based proteins. Best of all, the real meat on your dinner table tonight was sustainably raised with love by Iowa farm families. As much as people may try, there's just no substitute for the taste, texture, and nutrition of nature's perfect protein. But hey, keep at it. It's flattering that so many products want to be us. Sometimes people who seem to know everything.
Dental insurance costs a fortune and it covers nothing.
Don't. For instance, personal plans from Delta Dental cut the cost of many procedures in half. So be careful what you hear.
How important are teeth anyway?
Get the facts. Contact Delta Dental about saving with personal dental plans today.
Des Moines. The S's are silent. The fun is always loud. And now it's easy to plan your Des Moines adventure. Introducing the Catch List. A list of all things you can't miss. All the thrills, all the chills, hops and drops. Des Moines is a city of love that'll put a smile on your face. It's easy to picture yourself here. Find your adventure at catchdesmoines.com/catchlist today.
And that's halftime, folks. I'm Gus Johnson, and it looks like the Clarks are starving. Over to Dad.
He goes for the Casey's app.
2 handmade pizzas.
Incredible!
Casey's curbside pickup, what a play. Bringing it home. Boom! He scores with Casey's Pizza. Order any large Casey's Pizza. Score another for just $5.99.
Casey's for the win.
Halftime of the girls' state basketball tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau. If you want official state tournament merchandise, it's now available online. Time to get your smartphones out. Just scan the QR code on your screen now or visit the Iowa Girls IGHSAU.org to browse and customize your merchandise to match your style. You got to have the state tournament merch, Jamie Steyer.
Oh, absolutely.
We got the stats here, and a little surprised to see that Centennial did out-rebound Southeast Polk 15-13 there in that first half. Points in the paint, 10 for Centennial. Southeast Polk was 6. Fast break points, so Southeast Polk with 5 fast break points, and that's been a key there. When they get those rebounds out, they've been able to push it up the floor.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, they've been really great at pushing it up the court, like you mentioned. Have the 4 points off turnovers as well to Centennial's none. I think that's a really big difference. They've just been taking great advantage of the opportunities that they've found.
Really, everything else, 4 of 4 from free throws, 2 of 5 for three-point range for Southeast Polk, 3 of 4 free throws for Centennial, 0 of 2 from three-point field goal range for Centennial. So they've been not able to hit an outside shot yet. Sometimes that goes once you hit the first one, then the confidence just picks up for everybody, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, they've only taken 2, you know. So I think that they've been relying heavily on getting the ball inside, just kind of a different game plan there. But Southeast Polk being 4-10 from the 3 definitely has given them a good edge. They've had that really nice option to kick out and have those good shots falling out there.
Phipps 3 of 8 from the floor so far today. And for Grace Larkins, she hasn't hit a field goal, but she's hit 6 of 6 from the free throw line. So the scorers, your top players, they find a way to get on the boards one way or the other, don't they?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, Larkins, she's only taken, 2 actual field goals that she wasn't fouled on. So she's attacking the hoop. She's doing what needs to be done. And then, of course, Brooklyn Daly, you know how it goes when you're the coach's kid. You're ready. You're out there ready to play. And so for her to have 7 points, not exactly shocking there, but when they need her, man, she's been ready to step up.
Shooting percentage not that much different, 33.3 for Southeast Polk and 30% for Centennial. So set to get going again here. Looks like the same starters that started the game for Southeast Polk: Grace Larkins, J.C. Elliott, Brooklyn Daly, Riley Cruzy, and Brooke Woodyard. In the white there for Centennial: Bella Robin, Avery Porter, Jackie Pippett, Maggie Phipps, Ella Street here as we get started in the second half. Daly with it over to Cruzy. Now inside. Woodyard, turnaround off, no good. The rebound comes down to Robin. And she gets it to Phipps. He'll bring it up and get the offense going here for Centennial. And there's a 3 left wide open, rattles in and out, and the rebound pulled down by Larkins. And that's one of those shots, if it goes, wow, it's a big push for you, but in and out. And there's a one that's going to come right over here and out of bounds. So just a little miscommunication early coming out of the break.
And a good chance for the Jaguars to strike first here.
Up top with it. Now inside. Bounce over to Pippett. She throws it back out to Porter. Cross they go. And the free throw line jumper is good by Bella Robin.
And that's a really good look. I mean, wide open, right in the lane. That's exactly what they want.
Her first points of the day. And that cuts the lead down to 7. Woodyard now gets it outside to Larkins for 3, up no good. Woodyard battling for the rebound, but it comes down to Phipps. So down the floor again, a chance to cut into the lead, up and through, and a foul will be called on Daly. And these are the things you got to weather, these quick starts, the start of the halves, Jamie, for both teams here. You don't want to let the other team get on a big run.
Absolutely. Well, I mean, we mentioned before the game that with coaches like these, you're going to see halftime adjustments. And here's Centennial coming out, pushing the pace a little bit more. I think trying to get the Rams back on their heels a little bit and just see, all right, what can we do if we do push it?
Ella Street misses the first free throw. She'll get one more here. Hits that one. And the lead down to 6. Lead had been as much as 12 in the first half. And there's a little miscue again here as it goes off the head of Woodyard. And then a foul will be called on J.C. Elliott.
Centennial's really turned the defense up here. There have been some miscommunications by Southeast Polk, but Centennial's been ready for every little bit they could get on.
Here they come on offense again, a chance to score again before Southeast Polk has even scored to start the second half. Over the right side, Street, now back up top to Robin. Looking for Phipps, hands it off to her. She'll go on the drive and gets hooked. Foul ought to go against Daly, and I think that'll be her third. Or that's her second. Yeah. Excuse me. There's a free throw missed by Phipps.
Really good heads-up play by Phipps there, not only to get to the hoop, but scooped the shot up right as she was in the process of getting fouled. Very easily could have been on the floor.
So Phipps will get another free throw, hits that one.
A little bit of full court pressure.
As Southeast Polk yet to score here, the lead down to 5. Backdoor cut up and good by Larkins. That's what you do when you need a bucket. You go your star there.
You've got to go to there easily.
Now here's Centennial. Robin gets it off to Phipps. Poked away, and it'll stay with Centennial.
Looks like Centennial's really trying to run their offense, take their time, got a little bit ahead of themselves in the first half some, and it's working so far.
Phipps goes baseline, throws it out, and Larkins will pick it up. Kind of got trapped on the baseline.
Tough spot.
Now backdoor for Daly, up and good.
And there, the Rams will get you. They're just going to push the pace, and if you're not back on defense, they're going to get a layup.
Lead back up to 9 here, 30-21. And knocked away. Here's Larkins again. Has player up ahead. She'll turn around and attack the basket. She had J.C. Elliott on the left wing, but decided to go in and attack.
Well, Centennial was doing so well when they were able to set up their defense off of scores. So now, some turnovers, not getting the ball in the hoop to let them set back up. A little bit harder to get back in transition.
And Larkins gets 1 of 2. She's got 9 points on the game so far. Centennial wants a timeout. Talk it over here. It's a full timeout. So we'll take a full break here. You're watching the Girls State Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau and the Girls Union Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.
Mid-American Energy and you, together partnering to change the energy landscape by pioneering money-saving, energy efficiency programs and building a new industry in Iowa, wind energy, all while keeping your rates low. So what's next? We'll keep delivering cost-effective energy efficiency programs while putting money back in your pocket. That's right. You decide how best to spend your savings. That's a partnership good for you, good for the environment, and good for Iowa. Another way we're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
At the Girls State Basketball Tournament, you see the fans are here, some of them waving. Presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau, Dar Danielson, Jamie Steyer, and Jamie, you mentioned it. Centennial came out, turned up the pressure a little bit, kind of caught Southeast Polk, but then they came right back, hit a couple buckets, and then Tracy Daly called a timeout just to kind of make sure everybody's awake here. A few miscues and passes thrown awry and as they started this third quarter.
Yeah, I mean, you expect this to be a close game pretty much throughout, so there's going to be a lot of kind of push and pull, but we've seen a lot so far. We'll see where the end of this quarter takes us.
Bella Robin with it up top, guarded by Larkins. Over to Street. She'll dribble it out, gets it to Pippett. Jackie Pippett. Off to Porter. Street for three. Good! There's something they didn't have in the first half.
That Centennial's been waiting for the right opportunity, waiting for one to fall, and that's a huge shot by Street.
And she jumps in, almost pokes the ball away. It'll stay with Southeast Polk. Sometimes you get that first one, it takes the lid off from three-point range.
Well, and it makes them have to guard you as well, and it opens things up inside. It changes the whole look of the game.
Grace Rosenboom Olivia Anderson in for Centennial on an IMT insurance substitution. Or not, you can be worry-free at imtins.com. Larkins with it. She stops, looks at Daly cutting through, and it's knocked away, taken away by Phipps. Phipps kicks it over the corner for three. Good!
The lid's off the basket, just like you said.
Avery Porter with the three. We got a 4-point ball game here. Full timeout. We'll take a break at the Girls State Basketball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
MidAmerican Energy and you, together partnering to change the energy landscape by pioneering money-saving, energy efficiency programs and building a new industry in Iowa, wind energy, all while keeping your rates low. So what's next? We'll keep delivering cost-effective energy efficiency programs while putting money back in your pocket. That's right. You decide how best to spend your savings. That's a partnership good for you, good for the environment, and good for Iowa. Another way we're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
At the Girls State Basketball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau, the Centennial cheerleaders have something to cheer about here. Jamie Steyer, as they've hit 2 threes there, you see one of them there from the corner. And 0 for 2 in the first half, but they've got 2 here in the second half, and they've cut that lead down to 4.
Yeah, I mean, they stayed ready. They were always ready to shoot. We're relying a little bit more on the inside game, but Southeast Polk's been defending the post so well. So those shots are open. And to make those back-to-back, cut a 10-point lead to 4, that's a huge swing for the Jaguars.
Full court pressure by Centennial. Here, Cruzy gets it over to Solsit. Now Larkins with it. Cruzy up top. Off to Larkins. Larkins drives. Solsit now. Kicks out for 3. Good by Daly.
Getting into a little bit of a shootout here.
Brooklyn Daly with the 3. Ups the lead back up to 7 here in the third quarter. Anderson over to the right wing. To Street. Now lobbed inside, knocked away, but Phipps takes it back, goes baseline, throws it out long. Now it's Larkins. 1-on-1 against Robin. Goes in, puts it up and good.
Man, I mean, that's really good defense back there in a miss or in an overload, but it's a good shot. Hard to stop.
That lead back up to 9 now. That's what it was starting the half. Centennial had chipped it down. Now kick back to the free throw line. Fake and drive. No good. Rebound put back. And a foul by Cruzy. We'll send Anderson to the free throw line.
And both teams certainly have the ability to score in bunches, as we've seen, you know, little mini runs here and there. But a shot like that for the Jaguars, I mean, they're getting back to what's brought them so much success. They're not a team that relies on the 3 as much. They're a team that relies on pounding down into the paint and, of course, getting those offensive rebound second chance points like we're seeing.
Anderson missed the first free throw. She's shooting 83.3%, and second one's missed, and they're going to call a foul on the push.
Yeah, I mean, Phipps just snuck right in there. I think people were thinking, all right, you know, second shot will probably drop, and just snuck right in there and got a little push in the back, so got rewarded for her effort.
Brooklyn Daly picks up foul number 3, so she'll go to the bench. And there's a 5 count on the inbound, so a little bit of defense played on both sides here now.
Huge recovery there to not let that end up being a possession for Centennial.
Back the other way now. Southeast Polk with that 9-point lead and the ball. Cruzy comes up top. Coach Daly trying to direct the offense, get him moving a little bit. They're kind of a little confusion, seems like. Larkins will take it. Crosses over. Kicks it out. Elliott drives, dishes no good, and Phipps with the rebound. Quick pass up ahead to Murray. Drives up and good. Cleo Murray with her first bucket of the day.
What a hesitation, just to slip right by the defense, and a great finesse finish at the rim.
Back the other way, Southeast Polk. Larkins dribbles in, kicks it out. Woodyard thought about 3, decided no, and gets it off to Charleston. Some good bench play today for Southeast Polk. Larkins up and through and gets it partially blocked, I think, by Anderson. And Centennial comes away with it. 1.5 minutes to play in the third. Still trying to cut that lead down. Had it down to 4, and then there's a foul called inside before the shot.
Centennial might say, we'll take the
we'll
3,
take the
in
3
fact. But again, even just seeing it go in helps, because then you're feeling good on the next one you're able to shoot.
Yeah, then you're ready to
really doesn't hurt
to put her up. That's a second on Grace Larkins, the 15th foul here. Up, no good. Rebound put back up, no good, and missed opportunity there for Centennial, and then a turnover.
Just the ounce of pressure from L Street there made it so that it wasn't just an easy outlet pass. You can't just pitch it over and get a little overexcited.
Yeah, sometimes it's not the steal you get on the press, but it's the forcing the mistake.
Absolutely.
You force the other team to play a little faster than they want to. So here's Centennial. Strom gets it in to Street. Ellie Street with it. Tried to go to Phipps, gets it to her. Larkins is on her. Now back up top. And a travel call as she came back on that crossover. Strom shuffled the feet there.
And the Rams are recovering so well. Anytime they have some kind of mistake, they're coming back, and very rarely is Centennial able to capitalize off of it.
Yeah, they haven't let them, but for the start here of the third quarter, haven't let get on a real good scoring run.
No, not at all.
Flashing through the lane is Elliott. Up top to Larkin. She's directed traffic a little bit there. We'll see if they hold for one. Cutting inside, Larkin's trying to post there. Now they put it up. Woodyard. Larkins rebounds it. Kicks it out. Elliott for 3. No good. Battle for it. And they're going to call the rebound foul on Larkins. That'll be her third. So the foul is becoming an issue here for Centennial, or Southeast Polk.
Well, and especially when you're sending a team like Centennial to the line who's shooting close to 75% on the season, I mean, that's generally going to be a point or two every time you're sending them.
So that is the 1-1 now, and Ellie Street will go to the line. She's 1 of 4, now make it 2 of 5.
And this is where it seems like fatigue starts to play a little bit of a factor, too, because both of those threes were well short. And, of course, playing on the larger court, it's a little bit of an adjustment.
The free throw's good.
No fatigue there, though, on those free throws.
Down to a 5-point lead here. Rams led by as much as 12 early in the game. Now, Woodyard dribbles through. Gets it back. Gets it off to Cruzy. Cruzy, Woodyard kicks it out. Charleston, offensive foul called on Cruzy.
Yeah, I mean.
Or Woodyard, excuse me.
Yeah, I mean, you can't completely turn your head and jump into the air to make a pass at that spot. I mean, Phipps was right there. She was ready for the help, thinking actually that I think she was going to go up towards the hoop and wanting to contest the shot, but ended up being in the perfect position to take that charge.
That's the 8th foul, but it's an offensive foul, so no shooting on that one, and Phipps will bring the ball up for Centennial. 3 seconds on the drive. Phipps leaves it short, and we'll go to the fourth quarter. Southeast Polk hanging on to a 36-31 lead here at the Girls State Basketball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
We might not always know what the day will bring, but some things are certain. The sun will rise and your lights will go on. That's because at Mid-American Energy, we're obsessively, relentlessly committed to providing you energy when and where you need it, to connecting with you and keeping our communities safe and strong. Because the most important thing we put our energy into is you. We're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
You are my favorite place to go. You're at the end of my favorite.
You work hard to feed them well. That's why at Fairway, we work hard to give you the freshest produce, the highest quality meat, and the most affordable prices. Fairway Meat and Grocery. It's what we're all about.
Fans, a reminder, Central College has a tuition price less than $20,000. That means the college experience that opened doors for a lifetime is now more affordable than ever. Apply today at central.edu. Dar Daniels and Jamie Steyer, the Girls State Basketball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau. We go to the fourth quarter, a tight ball game. Centennial is chipped back. 9-point lead to start the second half. They have it down to 5 and have the ball here. And there's a three, good from the top of the key. Bella Robin.
Had that same shot earlier in the half, just missed it. That time, no way, that's all good.
2-point ball game. Larkins kicks it out to Woodyard. Up top to Elliott, over to Daly. Southeast Polk a little bit of foul trouble here. Daly has 3. So does Larkins. Larkins dribbles in, dishes it to Daly. She tries to go up and through. Now kicks it back out, and then it's going to go out of bounds.
Yeah. Phipps was there trying to potentially take a charge, but in the end, didn't take the charge, but prevented an easy layup there for Daly, and then, of course, ended up forcing the turnover as she way overthrew her teammate trying to outlet.
So now Centennial comes down with a chance to take the lead with a 3 or tie it with a 2. Up top is Robin, who hit that 3 last time. Phipps cuts through, pull up at the elbow, no good. And battle for it, and Pippett comes away with it. Now bounced down through the lane, up and good! Bella Robin ties it.
I mean, how do you see, let alone complete that pass? That's incredible.
36 all here, our first tie. And Centennial is not led in the game. Tracy Daly wants a timeout to talk it over here. 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it right here. And just, I think, trying to calm them down a little bit. They're playing a little bit faster than what they need to, it seems like.
Yeah, I mean, they're a team who likes to play fast, but you don't want to rush. There's a significant difference between the two things. And the other thing is you need to make sure that your girls are calm and composed, because when you start playing too fast, when you get going too fast, that's when you start making mistakes. That's when you start committing fouls. And that's something that Southeast Polk absolutely cannot afford, because first of all, you've got people in foul trouble that you don't want to lose. But even more importantly, you're sending Centennial to the line every time you foul. And again, for a team that shoots as well as Centennial from the line and in a tie game, you just can't afford it.
And that pressure has really paid off for Centennial, as now they drop back, and here comes Southeast Polk out of the timeout into Daly. Looked at the three, now gets it to Larkins. Kicks it back to Daly. Working the ball. Larkins down the lane, draws the bump there, no shot. Foul will go against Ellie Street, I believe.
Yeah, just ended up with two hands really quick, and that's generally a point of emphasis. Can have the one, can't have both.
That's just the second foul, though, on Centennial.
They can afford to be more aggressive.
Yep. Larkins kicks it back to Daly. Daly spins and gets fouled as she spun through the lane there.
That's tough.
The officials are talking. Maggie Phipps picks up her first personal, third team foul on Centennial. Well, they're going to give her a shooting foul on that. I didn't think she came up in the motion yet.
Yeah, no, I didn't think quite so either, but
did give it to her, and that's big because it kind of
breaks that drought.
Yeah, gives them their first points here of the fourth quarter. And Daly to the line hits them both. She's a 75% free throw shooter. So the lead back to Southeast Polk by 2. We led by 9 to start the half, led by as many as 12 in the first half. Pip it up and good, ties it again.
Oh, and again, you've got Southeast Polk playing behind. When they're passing it into the post that easily, they're scoring really consistently.
Second tie, tied at 38 all. Centennial. How will they respond here? Daly with it. Here's a three, no good. Larkins with the rebound. Up and through, no good. Gets the rebound back to Daly. Daly gets pushed. And Phipps is second.
Yeah. And I mean, now I think time for Centennial to kind of regather themselves. Aggressive is good, but those fouls, you don't want to keep giving them up.
They go to the backcourt. Cruzy picks it up under pressure. Now gets it to J.C. Elliott. Charleston to Daly. Looked at the three, now kicks it back to Charleston for three. Good! Stella Charleston, her second three.
Finally getting over that 2-point tie hump to stretch it out to 3.
41-38. And knocked away. Larkins up front from Phipps. She can go in the backcourt and get that since it was poked away. And dribbles over. Scott DeYoung wants a timeout to talk over a little strategy here. And they're going to take a full or short. There'll be a full timeout. So 4:32 to play. Winner advances here at the Girls State Basketball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
Mid-American Energy and you, together partnering to change the energy landscape by pioneering money-saving, energy efficiency programs and building a new industry in Iowa, wind energy, all while keeping your rates low. So what's next? We'll keep delivering cost-effective energy efficiency programs while putting money back in your pocket. That's right. You decide how best to spend your savings. That's a partnership good for you, good for the environment, and good for Iowa. Another way we're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Here at the Girls State Basketball Tournament, you see the Ankeny Centennial huddle presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau as Coach Scott DeYoung called a timeout. Down by 3 here, Jamie Steyer with about halfway through the fourth quarter. What's he talking to him about over there?
Well, I mean, I think he's telling them to be aggressive because they're at a point where every time they're fouled, they're going to the free throw line for one more 1-and-1 and then 2 shots. And then obviously if it's a shooting foul, you've got 2 shots. So for a team that shoots well, for a team that's been able to draw so many fouls here in the second half, there's no reason to go away from that. Obviously, if you have a good outside shot, take it. But the inside game has really what's been carrying them.
Centennial with the ball. They look inside to Pippett, but she's guarded there, and I'll get it to Phipps. Over on the right side to Street. Now in, Pippett up, and in and out. And battle for it. Pippett chases it down to Phipps. Good hustle. Now down the lane. Up and good.
Man, Robbins has been clutch in those shots there. Especially here in the second half, she has been hitting what needs to be hit.
But credit Pippett for the extra effort to chase that rebound down. Sometimes you turn away when you miss it. Now baseline cut, and Larkins takes a hard shot to the gut.
Yeah, and Pivot there just sliding over a step too late and then bringing her arms down a little bit. Just too much body contact. Was pretty close to being in position there, but not quite.
Third on Pipit. And she misses a free throw. A little shaken up there.
It's a hard foul.
She's got 11 on the day. This one is good and makes it a 2-point game again with her 12th point of the day. 42-40. Centennial trailing with the ball here. Winner advances. Lob inside, reverse layup by Pippin.
Oh, man, that's that reverse Mike and drill. You do that as a post every day. That's where it pays off.
Tied at 42. Right wing with it. Solson. Over to Elliott. Now Southeast Polk being patient. Elliott dribbles in. Stops. Looks for some help. It gets it knocked away from behind, and they're calling 3 seconds in the lane.
Yeah, I mean, especially for kind of an undersized player like Elliott, for her to drive in there, then you get kind of stuck amongst the trees, and it's tough to kick it back out.
Saw Stella Charleston back in for an IMT insurance substitution. Tied up here with 3:04 to play. Winner advances to play the number 1 seed Waukee, who beat Dowling today 60-37. Phipps up top, guarded by Larkins. Over to Ellie Street. Now to Murray. Lob inside to Pippet. She gets it, knocked away, and it's rolling around. It'll go back to Southeast Polk. Nice hands in there by Stella Charleston.
Yeah, that's tough because, I mean, you've got kind of the help down there, so not maybe the best advised pass, but Jackie Pippet secured it.
Charleston will dribble it across the top here for Southeast Polk. They go double stack over there. Now Larkins drives and draws the foul on Robin, which will be her third, team's fifth. Or sixth, excuse me.
Man, and Grace Larkins, she can recognize where her opportunities are. She's recognizing that she's drawing these fouls going to the hoop. So why pull up and shoot a jumper when you can go and you can get a couple free throws?
And misses a second, gives a 1-point lead back to Southeast Polk. 43-42.
Content to take some time here.
Directing traffic, the street. Now inside, up and good on one. Pippet with a bucket, the foul.
She has come alive here in the second half. I mean, good in the first, of course, but just not given as many opportunities by the Rams. Here, I mean, when she's getting the ball, she is scoring at a high clip.
And completes the old-fashioned three-point play to give Centennial a 2-point lead. Here comes Southeast Polk. 2 minutes to play. Trip to the semis. On the line here. Over to Daly. Daly into Larkins.
Oh,
and it's popped in there.
I think that was tipped primarily off Centennial. I don't think I've ever seen
you
that.
call that an own goal in soccer.
Exactly.
But,
oh, boy.
Wow. It's tipped in by the defense, but it'll go to Daly right on the pass. Oh, stolen by Larkins. She goes down. Timeout called.
Wow.
Things are getting frantic here as these teams don't want their seasons to end here. We got a full timeout. Stick with us on the Girls State Basketball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
MidAmerican Energy and you, together partnering to change the energy landscape by pioneering money-saving, energy efficiency programs and building a new industry in Iowa, wind energy, all while keeping your rates low. So what's next? We'll keep delivering cost-effective energy efficiency programs while putting money back in your pocket. That's right. You decide how best to spend your savings. That's a partnership good for you, good for the environment, and good for Iowa. Another way we're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
here at the Girls State Basketball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau and the Girls Union Digital Network powered by Mid-American Energy. What a game-tying bucket that I haven't seen in a while. The pass comes into the post, and Centennial defenders knocked it away into the basket, Jamie Steyer.
Yeah, I mean, just tipped straight up and straight in. I was going to say, wow, great defense, and then just kind of pure dumb bad luck for Centennial there. But, hey, you know what? They put themselves in a position. They've pushed back. And so as opposed to saying, oh, you know, now we're down a couple possessions, it's a tie game. You've got a minute and a half here, brand new game, just to finish out really strong. So a lot of opportunity left.
Our fourth tie in Southeast Polk will get the ball here in the final 1:33. Larkins with it. Stops, looks over to Daly. Back to Larkins.
Looking to attack, you'd think.
Yeah, next free throw is a 1-and-1. Daly goes in. Jump ball will stay with Southeast Polk.
Good aggressive defense, and again, Centennial getting themselves calmed down a little bit, not committing the foul, just getting that jump ball secured.
Centennial has 2 timeouts left. Southeast Polk 1. As we come down, if it's still tight here, they get it into Woodyard. She dribbles up to Daly. Who's going to step up and make a big play here in the final minute? Larkins over to Woodyard. To Charleston. Rotated over to Cruzy. Back to Larkins. Larkins drives. Post. Woodyard drives through. Charleston, now they'll rotate it back to Daly. Woodyard calls for some help there. Now she'll just dribble it herself. Gets it out to Cruzy. Looks like they're going to play for the win.
Yeah.
Larkins with it. Under 30.
Yeah, you think they try and pause a little bit now, because if you shoot too early, you're giving Centennial a golden opportunity.
And they can foul and be the 1-and-1 for Centennial. Larkins with the ball, looking for a screen. 14. Larkins. 10. Larkins dribbles through.
Tied up.
Tied up. Jump ball goes to Centennial. 6.3.
Wow. I mean, Maggie Phipps, terrific help.
Timeout, Centennial. Full timeout, so we'll take a full break. Stick with us. 6.3 to play here at the Girls State Basketball Tournament presented by Mid-American Energy.
Mid-American Energy and you, together partnering to change the energy landscape by pioneering money-saving, energy efficiency programs and building a new industry in Iowa, wind energy, all while keeping your rates low. So what's next? We'll keep delivering cost-effective energy efficiency programs while putting money back in your pocket. That's right. You decide how best to spend your savings. That's a partnership good for you, good for the environment, and good for Iowa. Another way we're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Here at the Girls State Basketball Tournament, you see there the officials saying the tie-up is Centennial tied up Southeast Polk. Girls State Basketball Tournament presented by Mid-American Energy. Dar Danielson, Jamie Steyer. Southeast Polk trying to work it down for one shot. Centennial ties them up. They get the ball. We'll have to take it the length of the court. And I'm assuming
a little pressure.
Polk is going to pressure them. Phipps will key it in.
I'd say probably looking for inbounding and then giving it back to Phipps.
Phipps in and then trying to get it back. Lobbed it up high, knocked away. 4, 3 to Phipps, 2. Good! Bucket's good! Bucket's good! Centennial wins! Centennial wins!
Wow!
Oh my!
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And Jackie Pippin, she was far from broke today. Wow, what a finish.
Southeast Polk was saying Phipps stepped on the sideline here.
It did kind of look like
and
it,
she got the pass off. There's the pass. One-arm pass into Pippin. Up. Looked like the light was on there. I don't know, but either way, Centennial off the Pippin bucket will advance 47-45 here. Pippin will be our Casey's player of the game. Well, what a heartbreak for Southeast Polk.
Yeah. Just a hard-fought game and to the very end, and to lose like that is so tough.
Not the big trophy they wanted, but it was right down to the final seconds.
Play Waukee on Thursday at 10 a.m.
So Waukee
and on behalf of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union
and Centennial will face off. Here it is again. Look at that, right off her arm. Looked like she was going out of bounds, and they get it into Pippett.
Oh.
Did she get it off?
I think so.
I think she did.
Yeah.
Yep, it was out of the hand, and Pippett.
Because my first instinct was that I thought she got it off. Seeing it slower, you second guess it a little bit, and I mean, really, it was close to out of bounds, but I don't know.
And that was an elbow pass off her elbow.
Yeah.
After,
I mean,
it had been tied with Centennial's defense knocking the ball into the basket.
Yeah, you play it out.
Let's talk about our player of the game. We ready for that? Fans, Casey's is proud to sponsor the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union and today's player of the game. Casey's is at the heart of many Iowa communities, cheering on our local teams and fans and making sure there's fresh pizza ready to go, win or lose. Sign up for new Casey's Rewards, the rewards program that gives back by letting you redeem points for Casey's cash, fuel discounts, or donations to local schools. So Jackie Pippett had the game-winning basket. And 4, 6, 8, 9, 13 points overall on the day.
I mean, besides the game-winning basket, so many other huge plays, especially down the stretch there in the second half. Shot great from the free throw line, made some really big plays down low, and of course some big defensive stops as well. So I mean, just a heck of an effort there by Pippett.
And that defense, they turned it up. Centennial coming out of the halftime and kind of flustered Southeast Polk a little bit. It seemed they regained their balance and got it back going, but boy, big players make big plays here in the tournament, and that's, it's cliched, but it happens.
It's true. No, it's 100% true, and I mean, we never expected that to be a blowout by any means, so not a surprise to have Centennial come back there, storming back in the second half, but I mean, just what a finish.
The final here, 47-45, Ankeny Centennial. They knock it in on defense to tie it up.
Right.
Southeast Polk comes down, and Phipps ties up Southeast Polk, get them jump ball, get it out. Then she makes the play to get it into Pippett, and wow. 47-45, the final here. They'll advance to play Waukee Thursday at 10 a.m. That's going to wrap it up here from the Girls State Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.